Let's talk about social media for business now. We are joined every Wednesday by Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. How are you, madame?
Yeah, very well, very well. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. We're talking about TikTok, starting off talking about TikTok anyway, and some of the concerns about security.
Yeah, well, yesterday the Indian government they've actually banned 59 Chinese apps, including TikTok and WeChat. Now, for TikTok, this is
This is all
going to be a
about
huge.
China, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are tensions. I am not, and this is not my area of expertise, but there are tensions between India and China. There was an incident that happened at the border, and so this is India's response to that. And so what happened is so they've said that they're going to ban TikTok. Now, India is TikTok's biggest market, so we're talking like 200 million users are active on TikTok. Indian users are active on TikTok every month. So it's really going to be interesting to see what actually happens as a result. And there's been a lot of really negative information coming out around the data that they're collecting. There was an expert last week re-engineered the TikTok app and said that comparing to other platforms, the data that say Facebook and Twitter are gathering on you is like a cup of water, but TikTok, it's like the ocean. So, I
I
think
guess the thing though for Australians, let's bring it back to where we're at, is that TikTok's
Sure.
just opened essentially the business side as well in Australia. They're trying to get more advertisers on board. They're trying to get more Australian businesses involved too. Do you think Australian businesses need to be wary of TikTok when obviously everyone's always looking for the next big platform? TikTok seems to be it. There's obviously a lot of opportunity, a lot of eyeballs. Should we be worried?
Look, I think you need to do your research and then decide if it's right for you. So, look, I'm on it because I don't think I would be very interesting, but the expert in the article said that's a
What are you
very
talking about? I'm
naive
bugging
approach.
your phone. You're very interesting.
I'm not, no, like those days are long behind me. But I think I think with any going into any platform, I mean, the first thing to do is make sure your audience is there. But the second thing is you need to understand the benefits and the disadvantages of using that platform. So just read about it and then decide what's right for you. For some
Yeah.
people, they don't mind it so much because they think, well, Facebook and everyone takes our data. And then on the other hand, people are very wary because the Chinese government is involved. So there
Yeah.
are two different camps on the issue.
So something I want to get your thoughts on. Yesterday I was doing an interview here with Bill Lang, who's the boss of Small Business Australia, who said that back in December they did research that found 1 million Australian businesses did not have a webpage. This went in line with my father, who called me last night and said, "Can you do something about my media? Some of my work's dried out." That isn't his voice, but my point being, my dad. It kind of is his voice.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
But the point that I made to him is I don't know whether as a business these days you should have a web page or a Facebook page, which is best for you, because obviously so much of the Google searching is important for business. But if you had to do one, I said to him, I'm going to ask Dr. Karen Sutherland tomorrow morning. So I want to get your thoughts on this for a lot of businesses that are looking towards recovery, are looking towards the web as a way to help them grow their sales. I know that generally we say, well, it depends on your circumstances, but obviously it'd be great to do both. Many people running businesses don't have time to do both. What would you say is the one that leads to more sales when you are providing a service, for example?
Well, I mean, look, there are benefits and disadvantages to both. So I know some businesses function very well just using Facebook, and they do it because they can do targeted advertising. They actually generate a lot of leads through Messenger. And so, it's sort of easier to maintain, although you still need to create content and engage with your audience. On the flip side, a website, a lot of people, when they see a business on, say, Facebook, they will Google because and a website can sometimes add a bit more legitimacy to a business rather than just being on Facebook, although that opinion is starting to shift, I think. So what I think it really comes down to your resources. The thing is too, though, say when people are searching for you on Google, they're warm leads. They're actually already looking for you. So sometimes it is better to have that website present, but you have to keep updating content, writing blogs, things like that, to keep it up there in those search results. So Short story, long story short, I would say, just look at how much time you actually have.
Yeah.
And if your dad is going to do some advertising
But
to
I think
try
that
and
the
really,
thing about Facebook, right, is sorry to interrupt. Facebook seems so easy in the sense that you put up your photos. We've all got our own Facebook page anyway, so it feels like an extension of that and something you can kind of talk to people about. As you say, though, with Google, when people look for a service, they generally don't look on Facebook for a service. They look on Google. They do a Google search, which replace the yellow pages. And therefore, do Facebook pages ever come up well on Google if you don't have a web page but you have a business Facebook page?
look, they do come up. They do come up, but I think websites using the right SEO and keywords will come up before Facebook. But don't
But
quote me on
SEO and
that. I'm not.
keywords scare a lot of small business people who just have no idea about it. They don't know who to contact. I myself look into SEO and just it becomes this entire universe which ends with a conversation of paying someone $5,000 to do it for me, to which most small businesses do not have $5,000.
It's true, but there are tools out there that are free. So, for example, Google Trends is a great free tool where you can actually go in, look at your area of products and services, and see the terms that people are using to search from that in particular specific geographical areas. And
Yeah.
that's a great tool. And then you just weave those into your website copy. So there are easier ways to do it, but of course, an expert can do it much better. But there are simple measures that you can take to improve your search ranking.
Yeah, well, you've explained it very well to us today. Thank you so much for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.